What's up, YouTube? Welcome back here to another episode of the Lord's Cast podcast, episode 6, featuring Triggs. And guys, we are in stored for a treat today with this podcast. So real quick, want to give a huge shout out to Triggs for doing this podcast here. We ended up really talking for about 3 hours on his stream. And we talked for 3 hours, talking to Chad and all the different ideas that we had. I did go ahead and cut down half of that conversation down to about an hour and a half-ish for the audience over here. But man, thank you again, Triggs, and everyone for speaking up about the points that we made here in this podcast. The theme here today was what can Destiny Rising do to capitalize on the recent news of Destiny 2, unfortunately ending come June, and this was an amazing podcast. So let's go ahead and get into this, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. All right guys, well, welcome in. Hope everyone's having a great day. Sad times in the Destiny universe, as we just learned about Destiny 2 shutting its doors come June, but we're focused on Rising right now, and it's important more than ever that we capitalize on this opportunity. I know it sounds crazy, but we really have to focus on capitalizing on the opportunity that we have with Destiny Rising and keeping this up and alive, keeping the Destiny name alive. So Triggs and I are here today, and we have a whole lot we're going to get through on just some ideas, some thoughts on what we can do to keep this game alive. And if you guys have anything you want to add in the chats, I'm watching both. Please feel free to add anything. I'm reading them. Would love to talk about some of those things. And we're gonna get through this, guys. Destiny 2 may be ending, but the name is gonna be brought forth. So it's gonna be great. Hope everyone's having a great day.
That's a way to start it. Listen,
Here we
man,
go.
Really quick before we start, I just want to say rest in peace to Destiny 2, man. I started 6 years ago in the Destiny journey. And honestly, it is a little sad that it's ending, but it does make a great opportunity for the game that everyone watching for the most part loves, Destiny Rising, to just capitalize on a golden ticket, as Austin has said. This is legit. They have a golden ticket. If they fumble this, I don't know what else they could do with this game, because this is the perfect setup
I agree.
for this game.
Literally.
It really is.
Yes. Let's take it into the first bit. I think more than ever, I think we need a PC port, a console port immediately.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm gonna be honest, I think after this unit update, I think Sony low-key, they don't have a Destiny 3 plan at all. There's nothing in the work. If they just want to, I'm sure Sony would work something out with NetEase to, take some of the revenue, or however they want to plan it behind the scenes to make it work, because with Destiny 2 getting no more updates, there's no reason not to. The only reason before we were well, that would never happen is because Destiny 2 is currently still being updated. We thought there was going to be more DLCs. So for Bungie and Sony, it's well, they're not going to have 2 Destiny games compete with itself. But there's no more competition anymore.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I used to be against it, believe it or not. I used to be against it a few months back on having a PC port. I was okay with a console port, but PC port, I just didn't want any of the... This is back when Desert Perpetual was going on with the cheating, and it was at its heaviest. I didn't really want that over here.
The cheats would be interesting. They'd have to have a crazy anti-cheat for sure.
Yeah, but I want it. We need it. We definitely need it.
I agree.
What's the next topic? What do you want to get into next?
Well, I want to really quickly. Is there anyone in here watching right now that doesn't play Rising at all? But if a console or PC port officially came out, would you play Rising? You think that would convince you enough to actually try the game? Or is Destiny, the name Destiny, just ruined and tarnished from the past couple years to where you're at the point where it's anything Destiny, I'm not touching. I see, okay. Attentic says if there's a PC port, he would.
Retrusis, why do you say no?
Console, you would try. He is just done with Destiny. He quit a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah. You would? I feel like a good amount of people would. I mean, at this point, right, it's a free game. You wouldn't have to pay any money to try it. So, and now that they have the permanent pool, they have Hair Cora in there, they have Caber the Resolute, they have some good characters in there now too. So the permanent pool is kind of stacked. You have one of the best characters in there currently in the game. So getting into the game right now wouldn't be too bad. I don't think either.
Let's bring the other 2 Vanguard commanders over. It's about time we get it.
I agree.
Oh man.
Now, do you want to read chats while we're doing it? Or...
Yeah, let's do that. Let's spice it up. Let's do it.
Okay, yeah. So Timtic says the only problem that he has, I think that's stopping him from playing, is because it is mobile. So yeah, I think that's for a lot of people, because obviously they do have emulator for PC. But at the end of the day, that isn't an official PC port of the game. There's only so much you can do with an emulator. Mm-hmm. And I'll be real, for what they've done for a mobile game has been, I don't want to like spoil the campaign because some people might try it for the first time, but some of the campaign missions are insane. Like they have,
yeah, they are good.
A lot of the campaign stuff,
especially season 4.
Criminal that none of them got added into the legendary campaign activities that we have this season. Like,
yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, season 4 campaign was off the charts. That Leviathan, that whole story arc was insane.
Oh yeah, they cooked with the story for this season.
Which is why I don't know why we didn't get any promotion. NetEase, you got 2 people right here who love this game. Yeah. Hire us. We would promote like never before. Come on, guys. We need promoting.
I mean, listen, man. Imagine how much promoting. Imagine if they were to. I mean, this is something that we're going to talk about as well, but like imagine they announced right now that they're at like season 5. Guess what you're getting? You're getting Siva.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Machine. Bro, like they do a crazy announcement like that.
Yeah,
I mean, people are going to be feeding
Destiny
stuff. Look at the outrage right now. Like so many people are talking. The Destiny name itself is hot right now, and there's still so many people that have no clue that there is a Destiny mobile game. Yesterday, when I was streaming on TikTok talking about Rising, people are like, "There's a mobile game? What?"
Yes.
So I was showing it off. Yeah, people still have zero clue that there is a mobile game out there.
I get that a lot too on TikTok. You get people, "What game is this?" And you'll get all types of those comments. I get so many. I start trolling. I go to the Leviathan. I'm telling people this is Destiny 3, and they believe it. Yeah, and they believe it. They're like, "Oh my God, where have I been?"
Hilarious.
Oh
like,
man,
that's actually a banger stream idea. You just sit in the Leviathan for like 2 hours.
Start going through I go through the underbelly and I start showing them all the new parts that they add, and they're like, "There's no way they've been cooking this, and I haven't heard about it."
I got early access to D3.
Oh man.
Oh my God, this game will die? No, I don't think so. I think now, like with the changes they made to power yesterday, I think there is such an opportunity for them to completely avoid the game dying. I think they have a good opportunity to grow the game. Once people play that June update and they're done with it, they're gonna want that Destiny itch, and they're gonna go try other looter shooters, right? But there's nothing like that Destiny feel. And Rising, obviously, it is mobile, but it is the closest thing that people are gonna get to that true Destiny feel. And listen, a console port, a PC port, we could see that happen, and I don't know, man. I could definitely see them working something out.
I see it more than ever. Like it has to be top 10 things to add.
They at least have to attempt to get in the talks.
Yeah.
With it, at least.
A full server merge, season 5 would be pretty cool too. To be finally something you get that done.
I'd love to see. Especially with like the long matchmaking times for certain activities.
Yep.
And there's so many people that get into the game, and I'm like, okay, you want to run like Prestige Onslaught with us and farm? What's your username? And they're like, oh wait, I'm on EU servers. So people are just like stuck not being able to play with people that either they watch or like some of their friends. And I think a full server merge is also needed. I'm sure it's probably pretty hard with like the ping and all that, but I think people would rather play on bad ping than play with just bots all the time anyway.
I agree, 100%. Yeah. Even when it comes down to the helps, there's APAC is in EMA, like sometimes they don't even have the players, or they're late night grinding, and for us it'd still be early. There's no one playing, and it's a new raid, and they just don't have the help. Instances like those would help those guys, and I feel bad for them. I have people that come in all the time asking for those helps, and I can't help them because they're on a different server.
And then they can't find like a group either.
Yeah.
It's
Insane,
brutal.
man. My ping is already high, Agile? No, it's not. You're an NA. Calm down, buddy.
You bring in 100K players at least. Oh, it definitely would be like a significant amount of people, at least just to like download it and try it out. And what they could do is maybe have like, I mean, I don't know how they would do it exactly, but maybe have like, something I want to talk about too. But there's so much iconic Destiny loot and Destiny activities that they could do. And maybe not in season 5, but like the season after, if they did like a Destiny celebration sort of thing and just add it, bro. Imagine you get like Zalo Supercell, Gallahorn. They had like the iconic raids like Wrath, Siva, stuff like that. It would pop off, man. It would. Like there is such an opportunity there.
Bring the icebreaker. You're doing tremendous numbers. I want the native D1 icebreaker. I don't want the D2 version where we got to get kills. Give us D1, regens ammo on its own. Solar, you're cooking.
Yeah, for the 1 year anniversary, exactly.
Yeah.
That would be like a no, and they can do Siva, exactly. That's what's nice about Rising is, for people that don't know, it is a completely alternate universe. It is not tied to the Destiny 2 storyline. You just have like familiar characters, but they do it their complete own way. They can do whatever they want. And people have been wanting Siva for such a long time in Destiny 2. And I just did Wrath of the Machine in D1 for the first time last Friday, actually. And that is one of the most peak activities of all of Destiny, like easily. I don't know, Brent, did you play D1 at all?
Yes, I loved it. I played since the beta.
Wrath of the Machine, man. How do you feel about Siva and Wrath? Do you think adding that to Rising would be good and
I gotta say
market itself, or?
So when I think they 100% Wrath of the Machine should come to Rising. It sucks that it never made its way to Destiny 2. But I will say, if we get it in Rising, be able to play it 60 FPS plus, PCs 120, whatever up, that would be such an amazing moment. I remember going through doing that raid and getting to like the very last spot. I forgot his name. I forgot his name.
I just did it.
Starts with an A and I forgot it, but like all the Siva, like you were getting like frame drops below the 30. It was annoying. So like playing it with the updated sandbox would feel so amazing. It just I would love it if we get it in Destiny Rising. It would be insane. Market it, put it in season 5 or whatever future season. Give it a whole nice backstory. With Siva and Nine Lords in this game, it'd be amazing, man. It really would do tremendous numbers.
No, 100% it would. Oh, absolutely. And like people have wanted, we've seen it. Like people have wanted Wrath for so long, and everyone in here would love Wrath. I don't think there's anyone that would not enjoy it.
Yeah.
So. And after doing it for the first time, I would love for them to put it in this game. I absolutely. And like they could even do, like, imagine they added Outbreak.
Oh my God, that would do amazing. Man. Yes.
Dude,
yes.
Like what we're talking. This is why there's such a golden opportunity for them here. Like,
as the raid exotic for that raid, it has to be Outbreak. Has to be.
Oh,
let's not do what we did with Crota.
No, exactly. It can't be.
Yes. We don't want symmetry. Don't give us seasonal pass weapons. Oh man.
I'm gonna give you symmetry in the Crota's end raid, not Necrochasm, one of the coolest.
Give us symmetry.
Listen, I love Cave of the Resolute. He's one of my favorites, actually. But like, I'm not using symmetry over Conjurine or Arbalest. Like,
yeah, it's just not happening.
I don't know. It's a cool exotic, but Necrochasm would have been way better.
I agree.
Honestly.
And that would have shined some light on units like Wolf and Nala who use those auto rifles. That would have been like the pinnacle right there for those units. That was a missed opportunity.
While we're talking about legendary characters, do you think that they should like buff legendary characters? What do you think they could do to them?
They need to take a tuning pass.
More meta?
Tuning pass through all 4 stars immediately, and they need to go through a tuning pass on all weapons, especially fusion rifles. I have been saying this since the launch of season 4.
Oh my God, fusion! Yes, please.
Since the launch of season 4, we need. If they don't want to, I'm trying to figure out the best way to say it. I think a static 10 to 15% buff on fusion rifles is like mandatory immediately. I think auto rifles need a 6 to 7%, not trying to be funny there, but at least a 6 to 7% increase in base damage. I would say even with the abilities, I would take a tuning pass at some of their abilities. Fanal, I would definitely look at. I would look at her taunt, making that more aggressive. I would look at making her barrier abilities more aggressive. Wolf, I kind of feel like is all right for the most part. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I would let them look at that.
Getting a mythic version at the 1 year anniversary anyway. I
Yeah.
hope. I feel like that would make sense.
Rossi, I would definitely take another look at. Because I got a project with him that we're gonna do coming up here soon. They all need a really good tuning pass. And while we're on this topic of T4s, we need to get back to how we used to have it back in season 0 and up, where when we are introducing mythic units, give us some 4-star units. Let's bring some life into the game, because
yes.
you have people who want a void rapid fire or void spread or just different units, but we're only getting one, every couple of months. Let's go back to how we used to have it. Give us 2, so that way we're getting something here, a little bit more flavor with these character drops here. I would love to see that, man. We need to get back to our roots, and let's get that on the road.
Yeah, and also when you drop a character, can I swear on this?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Fucking advertise the new character!
Yes! For the love of God!
Fucking tweet! Hey guys, there's a new fucking character now! You
Yes!
can go get him! And it's like,
Yes!
also, yes, where the fuck are the character quests?
With the voice actors! We need the voice actors too! Give us something, NetEase!
Like, please.
And that's still not in the game. By the way, Everdeed has no voice actors still in Act 2, which is insane. I still haven't done it because of that. It's insane. I don't know why we're dropping the bag that low.
I don't even think they still haven't posted anything about the Bad Juju event, did they?
No. As I checked it before we came in here, still nothing on there. Once again, no promotion for anything in the game. How hard is it to go in the in-game engine and take a screenshot or a video? I can go in photo mode and shoot you a 30-second clip of the Leviathan.
Oh, I don't think they posted anything about the Leviathan being in the game either.
No, they didn't.
Bro, I posted I'm sure you did, like the Leviathan in like the game, like everywhere.
Yeah.
And it got like hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw your entrance to Leviathan. That was amazing.
Bro, it went crazy, and like that's little stuff like that. If they just would like post a screenshot or something, like, hey, look at this. I don't know, just stuff like that. I just feel like the marketing, because like I'll be real, a lot of the season changes have been good. Like they revamped a lot of systems, and the new raid is really cool as well.
Yes.
There's a lot of cool stuff, but there's no way, unless you're like currently playing the game daily, there's no way for you to even find out. Like a lot of people don't play the game every day like that. I know a lot of people in my community play it like on Mondays for reset, and then they'll log in like 1 or 2 days after that. And they won't even know there's stuff going on, because I mean they're not active on any social media, so they're not seeing that there's anything going on, unless like I post it or another creator like posts something, and that's how they find out. But I just feel like the marketing, and especially right now, man, there's no better time to market. The Destiny name is absolutely like, it's just so hot right now. Like it is being talked about everywhere, and you don't really see Rising come up all that much because no one still knows about it. There's like a game out there.
Yeah, I agree. And even making those day one experiences really worth the while. I don't know, you went going through second encounter of Elvagar, the experience that was with the rubber banding. Are we paying people to actually playtest this? Seriously.
Even worse than that though was, so my group, we were doing the final boss. We were, at this point there was only like 8 teams done on NA, so we got the boss like down. We're going to like the second damage phase, and every time we try to go to a second damage phase, we could not grab that orb. It would just not be
the sparrow glitch. Yes.
All 3 of us could not grab it. How does that even make it? Like, and you had a lot of pretty, not super big creators. A good amount of them though, like came, like you saw Scarrow, I saw Llama streaming the event. Like a lot of Destiny creators came over and tried it, but when you have that many bugs in like your contest raid, that's gonna turn away a lot of the Destiny creators as well. Like I saw a lot of them complaining, being like, was this tested? Like, I feel like stuff like that just can't drop that bugged. And
yeah, it can.
We also had another instance. This one, actually, we logged off for the night after this. We got the boss down. We actually almost technically we won phase, but the game didn't like register it or whatever. So we went through the mechanics again. We went down. We shot the things or whatever, and it went to the second damage phase, and it was just immune the whole time.
Oh
For
god.
like and it just wiped us.
No
And I don't
way.
think I've felt anything more painful in my entire life in a game than that one moment.
Wow. That's
Like,
insane.
dude, I just had
Wow.
nothing to say. I was like, oh my god. And we got it done, luckily, like in the end. But it was when it's 3 a.m. and you're finally about to clear this raid and have this moment where you're about to finally be done, and you die to another bug.
Wow.
It's just like, bro, like think how many people. I also saw a lot of people saying where they just stopped as well, and like it just kind of ruined the game for them.
Yeah, there was a lot of
If
people.
they're gonna do raid events, they just gotta make sure they test it a bit more, because there's no way that if they tested that raid, they didn't know that a sparrow would get pulled in with you and bug out the horde. If they, it even happens still, like on normal when I did it like a couple weeks ago. It's unless they fixed it since. But
I don't know. I haven't even ran it on normal besides yesterday. They told me to do solo second.
in a long time, but I know it was still happening on normal even after that.
Wow. That's crazy, man. NetEase, if you heard anything from this, get some people from the community, pay these people, have them go through our normal mode at the very least, and try the raid. Please, we can't afford that again.
No, especially just seeing other people. Like I think I even saw like Salted Repo streaming the
yeah, he was watching other people's streams, and he was like kind of doing like a watch along. Yeah.
Yeah, and like imagine like they see that and they see all these bugs and they're like, "What? Tricks would do it for free? Hell no! They better pay me, man."
Oh.
No, I do it for free. I would. I mean, at this point, we already do it for free.
Yeah,
It's
literally.
Not like, it's not like we really make any YouTube revenue off the game like that. That's also something that they could do too. Is I feel like Twitch drops for the game would help too.
Yeah.
They tried it in the past, but those Twitch drops were so awful. Like
it was like stickers, right?
I think it was like you got like a couple mythic parameters and.
Oh yeah, the Lucian. Yeah, like 50 of those.
Yeah, it's like, what am I gonna do with this? I don't know. Like if you imagine you get like a Twitch drop, you get like 1,000 Lumia leaves.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Like a new season drops, you have a 1 month or a 1 week drop where you have to watch 2 hours total or 4 hours total to get 1,000 Lumia leaves. So many people would actually check out the game and watch it on Twitch. But you also need that mobile games haven't always had the like craziest audience for live stream views. That's just kind of how like they've always been. But I mean, if they want any game that wants to succeed, it has to have some sort of audience that actually watches the game too. Which YouTube they do. They just get on people still playing. I think so. But I think that would help.
While we're still on this, I want to bring up something with the creator side of things that NetEase. I don't think people know about this. I know you know about it. I won't even get into my experiences, but when it comes to when you guys if you guys are not aware, just a little brief synaptics here. Destiny, their team, they have 2 types of creators, right? The highest level are able to play the new season early, okay? But they're not allowed to post anything about the new season or the new event or whatever it is that we are allowed to try until the day it launches. And so once again, this is another missed opportunity for promotion. They need to allow their creators to post at least a week early. I feel like that's fair. You look at games like Destiny 2 where they host these capture events. They fly people out to Washington and they post about it months before the game or before the DLC even drops. So you start building hype. You start allowing build crafting talks to start happening in the background. You get people excited. We're not getting that over here because they refuse to allow any video footage to come out until the day it launches. I think that's insane. At least in my opinion, I think it's insane.
And also, I mean, there's no early access anymore either, though. So even if we were able to, we couldn't even, because they've done early access since before. I think the last time was Ikora.
Wow.
Yeah, Ikora was the last time there was early access. But yeah, it's like you do get the early access, but you can't even like hype up the new character or anything either because yeah, it releases the day of.
That's
I think if they did let people post, like I think in a week in advance ain't bad, and it's not like I think it gets people more excited to actually see the characters.
I agree.
Than to just be left in the dark and like, oh, by the way, the character's out today. Have fun.
I agree 1,000%. Build something.
Yeah, no, exactly. So a lot of people feel that way. It's like, I mean, how many people would rather see? Does anyone like having the mystery of the new character and waiting for the day? But like when there's money involved, and you probably want to know if you're gonna be spending money or not too.
And be honest too, guys. I mean, were you guys, and look at Destiny 2 when you answer that question, when you see people like Astacross or any of those guys post stuff from the capture events months early, did that get y'all at the least bit excited to see what's to come? You guys don't want to see that for in terms of Rising?
Oh, do they? Oh yeah, I know a lot of I think there's usually like tell you straight up. Yeah, exactly. Like I think people want to know. That's how it feels the same way. Yeah, it's like if you're gonna expect people to spend money on these new characters, like when Hell's characters trailer came out, everyone was excited for Hell's. Same with like Estella's trailer was sick too.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that makes you pre-order the DLC. Yeah, exactly. Stuff hyping. Who would have thought? Advertising, hyping the new releases up.
It works so well.
People actually want to play the game. Who would have thought? And like to be fair, in their defense, though, this is kind of more recent that they like Beef. I don't know what happened, but Beef, they were really communicative. Like at first, this is like I think what season 4 is kind of when they stopped.
I would say late season 3 is when they really slowed down. Yeah, they really slowed down on late season 3 because remember season 2 we got the server merge.
Season 4 they started with like the tweets and stuff. Yeah, I'm looking at. They were like advertising the Ahamkara, making all the changes to the game, and then they kind of just slowed down after that.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, no, season 3, yeah, they posted Efforty. They posted a little bit on her, which was nice.
But the teaser for her was great. I think the teaser was great on that calendar when they did that. I thought that was a really cool idea.
I like that. Yeah, and they also for Efforty. When did she come out?
I think she was back in March, maybe. I think that's when Marathon dropped. Somewhere in that time frame.
Was this? Okay, yeah. So so the day that she released, that's when they put out a tweet, about like her abilities. So like her signature abilities. That is when they posted that.
Wow.
So like the day of, and that was at 12 o'clock. So it wasn't even like when she first came out.
Man, that's
also,
insane.
Like, I do like that they posted that, but I mean to post it like hours after they come out, I feel like that maybe like a week before would have been nice.
Yeah, I agree.
What do we got next?
Let's go. I think let's do the clan versus clan. I think that's a really interesting topic. I think we should get something like that in Destiny Rising.
Yeah. So I had an idea of, I mean, I think I've seen other people talk about it too, but like PvP in this game is so dead. They do nothing for PvP. There's so many things that they could do to kind of try to make PvP active again. And one of those ideas was clan versus clan PvP. So, I mean, they could even do it. It doesn't have to be 6v6. It might be too many people. It would be kind of fun, though. Imagine you have you and 5 of your other clanmates going against 6 people all in one clan. And there's like a leaderboard for like most games won and stuff like that. Like, bro, that would be so sick.
Remove the time gates on it, too, so people can play it whenever and add private matches. It would do amazing.
Iron Banner, yeah, so that's also another thing I had, is an Iron Banner once or twice a season with exclusive weapons, and also if they wanted to, they could add for like an exclusive exotic the Iron Gallowhorn.
Ooh,
Would be insane to add.
that would be cool. Yeah,
Dude,
an exotic exclusive.
I don't want them. I don't want people to be able to craft exotic engrams to get the Iron Gallowhorn. You're gonna have to farm Iron Banner when it's around.
That's a good idea.
Get the exotic. I see too many people not wanting to farm. Listen, man, you got to play the game. Okay, you can't just load into an activity and have everything maxed instantly. That ain't how it works. Okay, you're gonna play the game.
And I want to reflect on something too, guys. Pre-season 4, everyone was complaining that we didn't have anything to grind for because of the Pinnacle Energy system. Now that they removed the Pinnacle Energy system, now the issue of grinding is an issue. So we can't have it both ways. We got to grind, okay? That's bottom line, we have to grind.
Exactly. Get in the mines. Get in there.
Get in there. Go do 8 hours. You'll be fine.
And, you know, not everyone can farm 8 hours. And you don't even need to at this point. I know the MNRs, I would like to see tuned down in terms of materials, just because it can be pretty pricey to get caught up in that. And hopefully in season 5, if that does reset or if they just expand on it, but it's looking like it does reset.
Let me touch on that MNR real quick.
But yeah, we could talk about that too.
We need to go back. Okay, so I talked to ES9. I forgot the exact number he told me when we were in VC. But I think it was for this phase here, the next one coming up, it was going to cost you over like 100-something clusters to be able to do the MNR or whatever. It was some number he told me. I really feel, because the MNR is going to reset. For those of you who don't know, they did already come out, I think before even Season 4 launched, that it was going to be a seasonal artifact deal that we originally had, and MNR was replacing that, and that it would reset on the numbered seasons. So Season 5, MNR would be reset. I think MNR, for what it is or whatever, is great. I don't mind if it stays or if they revert it back to what we used to have, but I think we should go back and take a page out of Bungie's book, and it should be based off of playtime and your level gained.
Yep.
And I think that right there is going to incentivize a lot of people to play. You want more power, you play the game. You don't want more power, you don't play the game, you don't get more power. But don't have it cost you in the pocket, whatever way you choose to go. 100 clusters when that could be used on, you know, like these T4 units to start spreading life back into those guys. It's just not really a good combination. So we need to go back and really turn the page back and, you know, go back to how we had it.
Yeah, the XP idea is really good. I think that would, I mean, especially because, I mean, most people are season level. I mean, Oliver just logged on for this, but I mean, I see Agile's 572. Like, so many people are so high in season prep, they're going to level up the MNR.
Right.
That anyway.
Correct. Yep.
And there's also a good point. I want to read this real quick from Silent and Bison. A playable Saladin will beat up. Imagine they tied a character that you could only earn, like their talent tree and the character, through Iron Banner. That would actually be sick.
That would be, yeah.
I'd be down for that. That'd be a really cool way to get people to play the Iron Banner activity if they were to add that.
Yeah, that would be really cool. And then Osiris, maybe potentially for that, for trials. That'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, people, and you add cool cosmetics, people are going to spend money on that. I mean, the whole thing of just pulling for characters isn't going to be the only way they're going to make money anyway.
Right.
No, I mean, because you can pay for so many other stuff, Agile, but, like, I don't know. I think having an earnable character through a activity would be really sick like that. I don't know. We'll see though. See what they end up covering.
But they got to launch the cosmetics, the base cosmetics, when we do get these units. I think this is twice now we haven't gotten a cosmetic for a unit now on launch.
Yep. What's the last one?
I don't think we've gotten since Ikora, right?
It was because we had the Crota. When Efrity came out, they launched the Crota skin, so I think they skipped her.
Yeah.
And then Tariq.
Yeah.
They just skipped everything with him.
Literally. Whole story skipped.
So that's what so right now, that's kind of why we're talking about PvP drum, is because, like, if you were go to queue the iron bar, it's only available Friday to Monday, right? But, like, there's really no incentive. You have a 1% chance for an exotic and you get, like, mythic weapon, sure. But, like, imagine if instead what they did is they did events tied to it. Like, you could earn a character like Saladin through it. They had exclusive loot through PvP. Just more exclusive tied to the mode itself to make people actually want to play it. For everyone else, why would you go play PvP right now? It's not like you're gonna get crazy loot. So I think that's why a lot of people aren't playing right now. But there just needs to be more incentives to play that mode. So that's why an event like that is around like once or twice a season, would be good.
And just to throw it out,
would log in for that.
I want to throw it out too that just so you guys know, a lot of us are PvE players, but keep in mind there is an audience for just PvP players as well. And the way Destiny Rising structures the PvP is that there are fair play mechanics. So anyone can come in and go do PvP. They don't have to do the raids or the Chaos of the Mines or whatever. They can just strictly play the PvP side of the game and get that experience like we've had. Because you look at Destiny 2, a lot of those guys who are doing trials carries, comp carries, things like that, a lot of them don't really care for the PvE. A lot of them don't even have PvE clears on their raid reports. They just care about PvP. So keep in mind there is a market for just PvP players, and we could capitalize on that as well.
I mean, there's a lot of people that still like want to play the
Yeah.
Iron Bar mode in the game. It's just no one wants to play it because there's really no incentive to play it. We'll be sit. Maybe I'll find a game. Hold on. I'm just gonna sit in a queue and see if I find one while we're talking.
Might take you about 3 hours, but we'll get there.
I just want to see. I'm not gonna play it. Some people might queue up watching the stream now.
Oh boy.
Guys, I'm not actually playing it. I'm just sitting here to see. But someone queued up instantly, so maybe they're sitting there waiting too.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
The Forge. I really want to get into the Forge. One of the points you brought up. That's this is
kind of like iconic Destiny activities and like in general, right? So like Menagerie, the Forge.
Yeah.
Kind of like even what is it, like the Leviathan raid still not being in the game, like more iconic activities like that they could add.
Yeah,
I think would be fun, especially activities that we haven't seen in Destiny 2 in a while either, that people have been asking back for so long. That NetEase, they really could just do crazy fan service and capitalize so much on that.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I was thinking Forge was that.
Any legal limitations for NetEase can now be waived / negotiate with D2 gone. Exactly. There might be even more opportunity for them. That is a great point. They definitely could be more lenient with their contract now. I mean, who knows? Maybe we don't know what's in the contract or how it works. You know, maybe there's a no. I don't know how it works, but there's definitely an opportunity for them to talk with Sony for sure. Can make Menagerie into several Gauntlet Blades. Yeah, exactly.
That would be pretty cool, yeah.
It would be dope. But yeah, I don't know. I think the Forge, because they added a couple Black Armory weapons when they added the oh god, what was that? Why can't I think of the name? Oh my god.
Talking about Tatara's Gaze, Black threat level.
What was the tower defense mode called? Oh my god.
Oh, Bulwark Ops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They added them with Bulwark Ops, and then
they took it out the game.
Ops. That should, yeah, removing content should not be a thing in this game. Like that was a whole, and like Bulwark Ops, they kind of cooked with that.
Never got my title.
Activity. Yeah, and then like Crota, I kind of get maybe they have like they can only have it in the game for like one season because it was a reuse raid or whatever. But yeah, also what was pointed out to me from Agile is when you download Destiny Rising, it still has you download the Bulwark Ops, like download like the resources for it. So it's not like they don't still have that.
You think they rerun it?
Didn't get to fight. I hope they do. It kind of makes sense not to.
Right.
Like, yeah, because you still download it. Exactly. Also, we've been queuing now for 3 minutes, and we have 3 out of 12 in Iron Bar. So, yeah, that is that.
This is the state of PvP in Destiny Rising, fellas. While we're on this topic of weapons, I want to bring up the Forge perks. We need to do, NetEase, we got to do a better way of explaining different systems and when we introduce them. When Season 4 first launched, the narrative was to build an Adept weapon, you had to find uncommon weapons. That was the narrative. Or just taking perks off weapons. The other narrative was just taking those perks that you were finding in your strikes and just forging them into your main weapon to make adepts. So it took me to really like just figure out a quicker way here, you know, closer towards the start of season 4, like what can we do to get these adept weapons faster? So for example, for anyone who doesn't know here, you go through, you run your strikes, you get a whole bunch of the weapons that you're looking for, you find the perks. When you look at the perk upgrades, you look at the one that you have the least and the one that you have the most. You take the one that you have the least and you start sacrificing stuff into it to turn that adept to then put it into your main to make that uncommon or adept. Things like that is not explained in the game. And the narrative was missed there. So we really got to do a better job at explaining these subsystems, especially the artifacts. And that's a whole different topic. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, by the way, guys, we forgot to tell you, but those artifacts that you grinded for and you had those perfect rolls, guess what? We're going to make artifacts go to level 90. But those artifacts you already had that are level 80, they ain't going to level 90. You got to farm them. And to be fair, though, it doesn't take all that much to farm them now, like the new system that they have, and like the attribute swapping and all that. But still, like, to not communicate that is crazy.
It is, yeah.
Like, there was so much that came out with this season that just wasn't explained or communicated. And I think there's still probably a large portion of players, even with, like, videos being out there, and I posted one, too, on, like, how to get adepts. There's still some people that don't even have a single adept weapon because they have no clue how to even, like, forge them or how any of it works. Because there's also, like, a chance if you put this perk to upgrade it, there's a chance that it can get upgraded and all this. So it's just so confusing for people to...
And then they can swap.
How to get adepts.
That's the crazy part. They can't even swap, and the game doesn't tell you that. Like, you have to look at the fine print. It's so small, and it can swap. So it will say upgraded, but you go to look at it, it's still one perk on there, and he's trying to figure out what's happened. The game doesn't tell you.
It's a confusing. I mean, just with all the new systems in the season, just to not really go over it as much as they should, and just say, all right, here you go, good luck. Like, for people that are new as well, you got to give them some sort of tutorial and stuff.
Something.
Explaining more what changes each phase would be nice percentage-wise. I agree, Sirius, yeah. Kind of just tells you, okay, you're going up in power, here you go. To be able to get the resource for it from dismantling artifacts. Oh, the artifactual essence?
That would be a great idea.
I agree. Yeah, I think that should be a thing, too.
It's a great idea.
Because, like, farming chaos doesn't... It's just so repetitive. If they want to keep doing chaos, they got to add more maps to it as well. Just because there's so many repetition in there. And like, people don't want to sit there and farm that when they have so many other things they got to farm, too. And I like farming chaos. So, like, Spike Shell Day, man, get me in there.
Oh, yeah, Spike Shell's amazing.
I would like to see... Honestly, I think it would be kind of cool if you could just choose. When you go into chaos, you could just Spike Shell's always there. That way, you don't have to just wait for... Like, if you can't play that day when it's Spike Shell, you gotta wait. And you can't play again when it's Spike Shell. That sucks. Oh, my God. By the way, still sitting here 7+ minutes into the Iron Bar queue.
Oh, my God.
And I am 1 out of 12. I just want to say... This is what I'm saying, though. Like, no one plays Iron Bar. There's no reason to. And, like, and that is why. I don't remember... I think the last time I ran Iron Bar, or any PvP mode, was the Snowball event.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, now that I think about it.
That's the last one they did. And the Snowball event was fun.
It was,
I like that one.
It was pretty cool.
I personally enjoyed it. The Snowball event was nice, but, I mean, like I said, right now there is no current reason to play PvP. It doesn't make sense. But I'm going to keep sitting here. I want to see.
What do you think about the Adept mod system right now, the status of where we are?
So I put out a video going over this because I like farming for Adept mods, but I also think that with how rare they are and how many, like, so anyone that doesn't know, Adept mods got added to the game. There's a 2% drop rate for Adept mods to drop in prestige activities, which honestly I'm alright with because you just farm Tabernacle and the other encounters when they're available, and I don't mind doing that. But then you also have from Adept activities, you can get a super positioning synchronizer that has a 2% drop. If you want to craft an Adept mod, it takes 3 of them. So it's going to take you weeks to get 3 of those to craft an Adept mod. And you're going to be thinking, okay, well, when you finally craft one, right, you get to pick which one it is. No. There is no way to guarantee which type of Adept mod you get. It is completely random. And then what's also random on Adept mods is the power on them. It could be as low as 136 power, which...
What?
How much... Yeah. So Adept mods, the power on them is completely random.
That's insane. I never knew that. I've never had one.
Yeah. So the lowest you could get in an Adept mod is when I got one at 136 power, and it was just like, are you kidding me?
Oh my
the highest you
god.
can get is the 172. So you have a 2% drop rate for the material and the Adept mod itself, right? Then you have an RNG chance at the power on it. And then you also have the RNG involved on what type of Adept mod you get. And then you also have the RNG on what attributes you get on that mod as well. So there is so much luck involved on these Adept mods when they already are such a low drop rate. So what I think they should do is, I don't mind it being the 2% drop rate, but I think that you should get at least one guaranteed a week from your first prestige clear. I think that would be good for people that don't have time to just sit here and farm the prestige onslaught for 2+ hours a day. Because I mean, I went 2.5 hours without a single Adept mod drop, and I think if you just gave one guaranteed from prestige onslaught a week, at least that way people get some Adept mods.
Yeah.
From that, or maybe also a way to kind of like focus what type of Adept mod you get to drop, kind of like how you can choose what weapon, like what mythic you get from strikes and blitz and everything else. You can like choose. So if I wanted to run the prestige onslaught, so today it is the menace above, right here on this I could choose what type of Adept mod I want to drop, like impact, spread, etc. You know, I think that would help too.
Yeah, that does sound like
one
a good
Adept
idea.
mod a week, let them choose what type. I think that would be way better. I personally don't mind them being rare itself. I do like having rare items in the game. I think that's cool, especially in a looter shooter, but at least give people one a week guarantee. That's not hurting the game, because you can only have one Adept mod on a weapon at a time anyway. It's like you can have 3 on one weapon. So
wow, I wouldn't know this because I actually tried to farm for it. My luck is so terrible. I've only had 2 of the super positioning synchronizers, so my luck has been terrible.
yeah, I just farm Tabernacle and hope I get Adept mods from that.
Right. Wow.
Which, like I said, I personally don't mind farming activities for them. I find it fun, but for people that don't want to sit there and farm like that, at least have one guaranteed, at least. And I think that's a nice common ground.
Yeah, that sounds really good. NetEase, listen to this. Listen.
We got good ideas, and I'm sure, and I'll give NetEase some credit though too. I'm not gonna sit here and like talk all bad about them. For what they've done, taking people's feedback and putting out the survey, and in their defense too, they changed so much with this game in season 4 to try to make it better and try to make it more like an actual looter shooter. It's a lot to balance. It is, and it took them a bit on the power for the different activities, but they finally nailed it with this update on Thursday. It shows that they do still care about the game. It shows they definitely haven't like given up. And I thought putting people's names in the patch notes was actually like a really cool thing to do. And
yeah.
Agile did confirm that he did get Lumia leaves from that as well. So people did get their Lumia. So like that is a really sick thing. Like Bungie won't do that. I don't think I've seen them do anything like that. So it shows that they do care about what the community thinks and how they feel. And at the end of the day, they did fix the power. And I see people saying too that some activities feel too easy. But you got to remember, number 1, it's a mobile game. Number 2, you still have hard activities. The activities that are easy are the ones that you have to farm for materials. Everything should be like a bullet sponge. But if you want the harder content, you have Expanse, you have Operation Cordon, and maybe one more activity go alongside with those 2 would be nice. I like to see maybe one more for an activity to go alongside with that. But there was no need for Adept 3 Legendary Campaign to be as bullet spongy as it was. Like,
Yeah, that was crazy.
it was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was crazy. 7 minutes plus.
Yeah, exactly. There is a harder content for people to do if you want something that's really going to test. But like, that's what and with the titles now too. I would say we're longer than like the 28 days. Especially, I don't know if you saw in the patch notes that they're doing the titles for people on the Expanse and Cordon leaderboard.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
The Expanse title only lasts for 28 days.
Wow.
But the Expanse leaderboard goes for the whole season. So you're just not going to have that title after that 28 days expires. For Cordon, it makes sense because that rotates multiple times in a season, but Expanse doesn't. That just goes for the whole season. So
what you're saying is like make the title permanent for that season?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and also, speaking of leaderboards, I thought it would be kind of cool if they have like the current leaderboards now for like, you have like shifting gates, you have fishing, you have like Elvigar, Gauntlet, Onslaught. I think it'd be kind of cool if they added more incentives to be on these leaderboards and like the top 5 each week. Maybe like the top people get like 100 or however many Lumia leaves. Maybe there's a cool chat frame for that too. I think more actual leaderboard rewards on here would be dope. I
agree.
Just because, I mean, it's just like there, and you have like the little flex for it. But wait, what the hell? Yo, Mythic,
he put me on to the strap with that yesterday. So
the number 1 is a solo.
Yep,
that's awesome.
He gave me the strat yesterday, so I'm working on that one.
That's a dub. But yeah, like stuff like that. I feel like more incentives to be on the leaderboards would be cool too. Just more stuff each week to actually get rewarded from. I think little Lumia leaves here and there do not hurt the game. It only helps. People are going to spend money regardless. And like, I know they want to make money, but you also want to give more ways to get materials too. And especially Lumia leaves for people that can't spend money like that. But like 100 or 200 each week for being on the leaderboard ain't going to hurt anyone.
I agree.
Would anyone actually try to get higher on the leaderboard if there was kind of more of an incentive? I mean, most people don't even really care about this. Back when the game first came out, people usually did, and it was kind of fun to see people kind of climb the leaderboard like that. But if they added like top 5, you got some rewards for being in there, I think that'd be kind of cool.
No, I agree. I think leaderboard system's pretty cool. I actually like it. I don't know. For me, I loved leaderboards, just having me to see how far I could go, what I was capable of. But I don't know. I would be enticed if I had some rewards behind it. I feel like I'd be enticed to push a little harder, see if I can get up to top 5 maybe. I think that is a cool idea.
It's nice for people that also like to climb the leaderboards too.
Yeah.
Kind of reward them.
Yeah.
I mean, that solo run itself, I mean, hey, they should be rewarded.
Yeah.
At 310. That's pretty wild. Yeah, still in PvP, yep. People be doing PvP tomorrow. I'm still in it. 17 minutes, 2 out of 12. What else going on there? Something we didn't really talk about, but what I personally love in Destiny is exotic quests and exotic missions.
Ooh.
I think, imagine they did kind of like how in D2 you had the Whisper mission and
yes,
randomly spawned in from a public event. I think if they were to drop an exotic mission like that, same with like an exotic quest, because I think the only actual exotic quest was for the Wolf GL at like the beginning of the game. And other than that, it's been so long, but I think that's
besides like Jade Rabbit and Bad Juju, there hasn't like been actual questings.
Yeah, exactly. There needs to be, I feel like a step-by-step quest with like a really cool mission.
I agree.
And then if you want to get the pieces for the exotic, like the more copies you farm that exotic mission, I think
make them time like Whisper too. So like you have to do this hard mission timed. Yeah, that would be a crazy idea.
Speaking of leaderboards, you throw in a leaderboard, who can complete it the fastest too?
Yes, yes.
Reason to keep running it.
Maybe some dungeons in between.
Quests are dungeons. Like exotic quests are such a, and same with missions, they're such a staple in Destiny. To not have any, I think is criminal. Especially just because it'd be, I mean, I don't know. I've always loved those. So I'm a little biased there, but I mean, there's nothing more iconic than Whisper, 0 Hour, all these other cool exotic missions and quests that have been in the game.
Yeah, that is a great idea. I would love to see some exotic quests in Rising. Give us a timer.
Use other weapons of characters. Certain types just suck. I've seen a lot of people say that. I think if they were to do that, kind of like how if, let's say I have Jaren and I can use impact, right, for his heavy, maybe let me use shotguns and swords, right? So any like type of impact weapon you could use in that slot. I could see that. I just think if they were to, the way the game works and everything, I think just letting you freely choose weapons would kind of, that would be really hard to balance because that's kind of the way the whole game is designed. But I think being able to choose between different Shinka types would be good. How do you feel about that, Brandon? What do you think about using different weapons?
So that it ties back to what we said earlier. I don't think so. I think we leave the system as it is, but that's why we provide more variety when we do these new mythic units, right? You add 4-star units. So if you have a Jaren who can only do what, impact and precision, okay, let's add another guy along with the Jaren banner that can do a arc spread or, you know, whatever, you know, just add some different variety in there. So that way, if you want to swap to something that's similar, you have the ability to do that. I don't think, like Trig said, I don't think we should, having different weapons or whatever, that's it. That's gonna be, it's gonna be crazy.
Just with the way the game works at this point, I don't know how the game would. I mean, yeah, everyone would use the same 2 or 3 weapons.
Yeah.
Absolute meta. But I think if it's the same Shinka type, then like that would be, that would kind of make sense more, right? I wouldn't be completely opposed to that. Like Jaren, I can use like a scout rifle and a sword maybe. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think that they could probably balance a bit more. But letting just any character use completely whatever they want would probably be way too much to balance at this point and to figure out with how the game works.
Yeah, I agree.
Let you redo the contest raid mechanics. So funny enough, they did that for Crota's End, and not that many people went back and actually ended up doing it. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but they took it out and then they added it back, and I don't think that many people ended up running.
But there was, when they brought it back, there was no incentive. So when
no, exactly, like it was like, what's the point? You just have it for the same rewards.
Right.
If they were to do that, I would definitely like to see the rewards be way better. I think that I would love to do that.
Leave the phase 2 rewards.
They tried that with Crota and just left it like the same, and it's like, you want me to do way harder mechanics for the same rewards?
They need to go in there and I think phase 2 should really be, I don't know, because what ends up happening is you get to that phase 2 where people have the opportunity. This is where the bulk of your helps come from, that want that, who couldn't get the animated emblem. They want the non-static emblem, but you've only got like a week or 2 or whatever it is to complete it. I feel like I wish that was a little bit different. You know, like Rave's saying, have like a sort of like a contest version or whatever with the hard mechanics. Go through that, and then get your non-static emblem, because it was always a pinnacle back in Destiny. You go complete a raid, you got it wasn't the coolest emblem, but you got the emblem that was associated with that raid. So however we can manage that over here would be great, because now there's people who will never get the Elvigar emblem or the Crota emblem. Like they will never get those. Even the Onslaught non-static, there's people that's never going to be able to get that. So I wish something like that was here.
Fair play raids are really, I do love the fair play raids in this game. I agree with that. They are the peak of this game. Every time those contest raids come out, it is like that's where you challenge the most. You don't have like all your talent trees. You don't have all your catalyst bands applied. They actually like challenge you in them. I agree. I definitely think more fair play raid activities. Hopefully we get more in the future. Maybe like a permanent one too, with some better loot would be nice. But I like that. I do like the fair play.
And it's nice we're getting it every less than 5 months too. They've been on the roll with dropping them.
Yeah, no, they have been. Yeah. And also, I think for me, I think the I'll be honest. I think if anyone clears the contest raid, while the raid event is going out, should just get the animated emblem.
I agree.
Like, especially just, I mean, I don't really see it as a huge combat. It's just an emblem that's animated. Like, if you do the raid and you complete it, the hard modes aren't super easy in this game either. So I think for the most part, this last one, I think there was a full leaderboard because it was so hard and also super buggy too. But yeah, I think NA leaderboard, I don't even think there was 200 teams in total.
No, there wasn't. No.
I cleared it. It wasn't a lot at all. And we didn't even, like, we cleared it, our team, and we were done. Like, we didn't even try to get a better time because
Wow.
we were just like, we got the animated emblem. There is no need for us to even go back and try to get a better time. But I don't know. I just think if you get it done, also what I think they should do as well, speaking of the animated emblem, you shouldn't have to have the same team to get the animated emblem.
So don't switch teams.
Yeah. Like, what if, let's say I'm doing the raid, right? I find a random team. We actually are doing pretty good. We've made it 2 encounters through. We're on the final boss. Someone's got an emergency, or someone's got, life they gotta go. They got shit they gotta do. You're telling me I have to go get another person, gotta get the same people. We gotta go do the first encounter again, then the second encounter again, and then we gotta try to get final done. And you only have 48 hours to do that. So I don't think that you should have to do every encounter with the same exact team just for the emblem. I think that's too brutal. Like, so many people clear the raid, but they don't end up getting the actual animated emblem because they had to switch someone out. And it's just, that could be just one person, right? You could have the same 5 people, but you swap one person out for the final boss, and that doesn't count for the leaderboard stuff.
Wouldn't they have to remove like the locked encounter system that they have if they were to go down that route?
I don't know. I don't know how they would do it, to be honest. But
I think it's a great idea. I'm not opposed to it. I don't know how they implement something like that with what they have.
I think it'd just be like a triumph that you claim that gives you the animated emblem after.
I agree. 1000%.
I don't know. I've seen, like, this happened to me on the first ever one. I had a completely different team for the final boss. And I was just like, well, I don't want to go do this all again. I didn't have a set team at all. So I was like, I don't want to go do this all again with a whole other team. But like, I don't know. I think as long as you get it done, I think that's good enough.
Yeah. We'll go back to how, like I said, how Destiny 2 used to do it. You complete it, you get the contest emblem. That's a great idea. No leaderboard necessary.
Especially, I don't know. I mean, like, half the time there's like someone finds a glitch, which I personally don't really mind. In any sort of contest, right? You're gonna try to find the fastest way possible to get it done, right?
Right.
It's just how it is. So, like, I don't know. I'm pretty.
Got a lot of hate for that one there, man. I got a lot of hate for that.
Which one?
The Crota one. It was. So I did the art. I think everyone here did the artifact exploit. I did it. And then and I did help. So I was using it for the helps.
I heard about that. What was the exploit itself?
So the exploit itself, the one that I was doing, was you could go into your artifacts. There was a quick equip button. What it would do is it would throw on, I think, some similar artifacts with the attributes. So you were getting the attributes, so you're getting things like health boost, things like that. And I think it raised the power, if I'm not mistaken, so that way you didn't die as much, or something like that to that effect, with those attributes kicking in.
Hearing about it, but I never our team was just in the ringer.
Yeah.
That was a brutal one too. Luckily, we got it done and got the emblem. But I just remember hearing about it after. But I personally, I didn't really mind that there was people glitching it. Like I said, it's anytime you have a contest, people are gonna find stuff that's on the companies not testing it properly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. People are gonna hate regardless, but
fair play, swapping artifacts to negate fair play. So I want to add to you real quick, Serious. I just want to say for the record that the first run that we did, so the entire first 12 or 17 hours that my team, that we streamed it on my end, those were all legit runs. That footage is still up on the channels and can be watched. None of those on day one consisted of, and I don't think for the entire phase 1 period, at least to my knowledge, we used the artifacts things. I think we heard about it after phase 1. It was phase 2 where we did. But I agree it should not be used for fair play, which is why they, patched it as quick as they did. But everyone did it, and we have to really look at everything that was behind Crota. It wasn't just the artifact exploits. There were literally bugs for every single encounter. For example, I will never stop talking about this one. First encounter, you could go in there and you die on the bridge, so when you get to the bottom, it negates your darkness buff, so you don't traverse the lamps, you don't do any of the mechanics with those, you just run straight to the end, or you just run through the entire thing with the node Bankum, and you're running through. So instead of getting the normal 5+
contest one?
That was during contest, yeah, that was during contest. So instead of getting instead of getting the 5 to 7 minute, which is the typical normal range of what it would have taken if you ran the lamps, it was competing for that time. You saw people on leaderboards who were getting like upwards of a minute, like 2 to 3 minutes for first encounter. And so I caught the heat of the backlash for that, which it shouldn't have never been on me, because all of the runs that we did never counted for leaderboards, because you had people every single encounter that were doing those exploits.
I see it too. In your defense, once again, anytime you have a leaderboard, people are going to try to find whatever they can to knock time off. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. Maybe, sure, they did say that some bugs, or I don't know, the way they word it is, but they never enforce it anyway half the time.
Right.
I don't think they banned anyone out of any. I think maybe in the first one, I think they removed a couple times. But like, I think what it's shown too is like the leaderboard time for the emblem, just with all the bugs that come out and all this stuff. Just give people the animated emblem for clearing it. Then that way, if that way, people that are upset that they didn't get the animated emblem because of the bug times or whatever, won't be upset. You get your animated emblem for clearing it anyway. So people that actually are competing for the quick times, because I mean, I think anyone actually competing for the #1 time probably wasn't complaining about exploits anyway. So I think people were probably just mad that they didn't get the emblem, which is fair, right? You worked, you did the raid legit, you're not getting the emblem because people glitched it. But what NetEase actually did to make up for it in Crota is they did go and send people the animated emblem that cleared it. So I don't know.
I do want to give props to them on that.
People the emblem. Yeah, exactly. They gave people the emblem, and I think that's a big thing too. Just if you give everyone the emblem, a lot of people won't complain about that.
Right.
You know.
They put out a public statement. This is when it was really going nuts, like that day 3. You saw some ridiculous times. For those of you who don't know, people were going extremely crazy with all the bugs. And so you had like there was a lot of entries on the leaderboard. And so NetEase put out a statement. I forgot where they put it out, but they put out a public statement saying that they would investigate and look into this and have it solved immediately. I think the very next day they didn't really do anything in terms of the offense of the players. They just sent everyone the emblem, which is kind of the point we got at here. So props to them on that. And I think just negating it forward, just give the emblem. It's not that hard. Just give us the emblem. You clear it, give us the emblem. You worked hard. You spent time in the contest.
Anyone that spent the time to get the contest raid done, I think deserves the animated emblem. Right. Especially even if you did it with multiple teams. You sat down, you grinded it through. It still is going to take. It's not going to be any easier with them doing it with different teams. They're just trying to get it done.
Right.
So it might even be harder swapping team to team.
Rosito says the unfair stuff will be if it was paid or if it was kept quiet, but they even posted in Reddit how they do the artifact bug. So yeah, a lot of the bugs, once again,
I was completely out to loot. I spent most of my time during this, like, we didn't finish the raid until like that night, because we had some people had to do stuff during the day. So I just spent most of my time in the raid itself. So I didn't even really, like, I heard about it, but I was just worried about getting the raid done anyway, like myself with our clan.
Yeah.
So like I didn't, like, I heard about it, but I'm kind of learning all about it right now, kind of how everything worked.
So what Rosito's saying there, is so the people, because there was actually bugs through all the encounters that you could do, like to get the encounter done a lot faster.
The bug I remember was on the bridge where there was invisible thrall that would kill you.
No, this is something completely different. This is like there was like an actual glitch. They were getting it done quickly, and they wouldn't post about it until after the event ended, so people couldn't compete with them.
Now, well, I guess there's both sides to it, right? They
Right.
kind of were the ones to find out
Right.
that strat themselves. So if it is a competition, why would they share it?
I agree, 1000%.
I don't know. There's both sides to it as well. I don't agree or disagree with either. I'm kind of in the middle. I think as someone, I just like to get them done. I don't really care too much about. But exactly, a lot of speedruns are based on glitches in like any game for the most part. People are always doing some sort of glitch to get that time knocked down. And if I was to find a glitch to get my time down in a contest event, I wouldn't go and share it right away either. I would wait because you're competing with other teams. So I see that. But what were you saying? You got hate for what was it?
Yeah, I got
the bug.
Yeah, so I was doing helps. It was like during phase 2. I mean, we still had fair play mechanics, and it was brutal. I mean, it was tough, and I did the artifact exploit. I wasn't hiding it. That came out. Yeah, and I did.
This voice chat. You did a glitch.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, let me paint the story here for you. This is I'll try not to draw it out too long here, but the other day I was streaming. I won't even say names. I had a guy call me out in the casual chat because I was promoting. I was doing helps for Cordon or whatever. Calls me out, says, "Oh, this guy, he's a cheater, filthy person. He always doom posts again," which isn't true. I've only put one video out podcast talking about the game and how it can improve, which was false, what he said. So we got him into VC, and his main point was really the whole Crota stuff. And I'm like, we really have to, we got to break down several factors here. I wasn't the only guy streaming Crota. There was other people that were streaming and doing helps that were also doing the same thing. Number two, I did helps. I had the entire community behind me that really needed the help. They couldn't get together and get it done with other people. They were relying on me to get it done. I did whatever it took by any means necessary, just by the artifact standards, to get them through the run. I didn't benefit. I didn't get a single dime by helping the community get their emblems for that. And their claim is that I was affecting the leaderboard times. And I had my team go back and look at the footage, and those claims are just simply not true. None of the runs that we did for the helps, even with the artifact exploit, never counted on the leaderboard. None of them. Because there was a glitch in every single encounter. It was impossible to even place a leaderboard score. So I caught a lot of heat for that. And I said I wouldn't do it again. But people weren't looking in the same token that I went through Great Hunt and did the Great Hunt all legit. Went through 100+ people and helped them get the emblem, and no one speaks about that. No one's talking about how I just did that a few weeks ago. And so it's crazy, how I really, I don't know. It's crazy how I got the blunt of that, and it wasn't, but the claim that was presented wasn't even true. And that's where all that doom posting stuff comes from. They accuse me of the doom posting, and that's just not true.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I legit was completely out the loop on that. But listen, anyone hating on you, man, all right, might be a hot take. But anyone sitting there hating on you, all right, how can I say this in a nice way? They don't have anything better to do, okay? So I don't. Anytime I get hate, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I would even take it personal.
You guys heard it here live from the man himself. Appreciate it. It means a lot.
How's it going?
Cap, what is up, man? Hope you're doing well.
He's your favorite Doom poster? He's mine now too, honestly. I agree. All the Doom.
All the Doom. I just ran with it. It was so. I just started running with it. It's been fun.
So the only thing you can do is have fun with it.
Yep.
Oh man, yeah. That whole I don't know. I hope the next one is no. The suit isn't for the D2 funeral. This is just because we're doing the podcast. I feel like I had to dress up. Is all. Yeah, actually, yeah, I agree, Rave. Yeah, Brandon is causing end of service for this game, actually.
Oh, God. I love that. That's new. I love that. Oh, boy. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
But also, there really isn't. Listen, there isn't that many people still making content on the game either, and that's like something I want to talk about too. Is
Yeah.
they're like, compared to before, I mean, there's only a few people that have still stuck around. I think there's only, I mean, if I go on YouTube, I don't even know, other than maybe like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
One's still really
I
up
think
there.
you, me, I think Unknown, he still posts a little bit here and there.
Yeah. I see there's a couple that post like guides here and there, but also, like, to be fair, it's again, there's not like a huge audience for it either in terms of like live streams and stuff. But I mean, we'll see. This with D2, the news that it got, man. I think there's a crazy opportunity for them to. I'll make a channel called Brandon Mobile and just repost y'all's videos. Nice. There we go. That's a genius idea right there.
I want to tell the chats here a cool story about you and I the first time we interacted. I think this is pretty cool. I want to bring this up, and I think it shows a lot about your character.
I don't even know what this is. I'm interested now. What's this gonna be?
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, I used to be where Triggs was. You know, back when we were getting stuff for senior concert. You know, stuff. Used to got that. You know, was in that.
Now, by the way, I'm just gonna. That's all I can say. But
yeah.
You ain't missing nothing.
And I used to be there with him, and I had just gotten in, and this was around the Caber time, and I hadn't been. We have channels that they had set up. I wasn't in the channel where we were told not to post stuff with the embargo link. I was told from, I don't know if I can say the name, but from the person that we go through for that, you know, to sign in through this link or whatever, to give them a code, they'll give me access to start posting or whatever. That was what I was told. And I, you know, posted the Caber. I had leaked it early, and I'm admitting it here. I did leak it early per the instructions I received, because I hadn't seen the embargo. I wasn't even in the channel. I didn't even have a role. I didn't have the role. And I don't want to say a name. You know, I don't want to throw shade at anyone, but there was a couple people, you know, that were throwing a lot of shade at me in the chats there. And Triggs was the only one who stepped up to the plate and, you know, and spoke up nicely and really spoke up for me in my defense. He was the only one out of everyone in that chat, was the only one.
I do. Well, in his defense too, right? There's only so much I can say, because like technically I'm still under a contract.
Yeah.
But in his defense, the instructions are not that great. Sometimes they don't even post the right date. And also in his defense, he was not the first person to do this either.
Yeah, I heard about that. There was someone else before me.
Like, and it's, once again, not their fault either. It is just a miscommunication from being told you can do it this day. It has happened before then. It's just the miscommunication. It is all, and not giving the proper dates and times. There was, actually, I probably can't say, but all I can say is it's not the only time it's happened. It's not anyone's fault anytime that it has happened either. It's just miscommunication, and I'll be honest, I think him leaking Caber did more good for the game than bad.
I agree.
Like,
those chats were active, man. When I did that, they were active.
I think anytime that, like, I think when it does get released early, I think more people are talking about that. Like, that gets people talking about the new characters and stuff.
Yes. It was such a good time, man. I remember going through reading the chats, and like everyone was screenshotting the video. And I don't even care if it was me. Just like they were just the conversation was there. And I didn't post it for views. I just posted because I was told. I didn't do none of that for views. And
it ain't like he's posting it for money. Like, Ryzen ain't paying any bills.
No.
Off the views that I get. Why am I in a suit? Because we're in a podcast, so.
This is a very special meeting.
Yeah, exactly. This is a serious board meeting.
We have to convert the Destiny 2 players. We have to keep the Destiny name alive, guys. You know, Destiny is in a very, like Triggs said himself, it's in a very hot state.
Speaking of, I miss when we used to get information about characters before they release. Now they just drop. That's exactly, we've been talking about that, and exactly why, like, they should give people early access and let them post a week in advance. It's not gonna. I think how many people actually sit there and watch those videos and watch the new characters and see if they want to pull for them. Like I don't know. I think everyone feels that way.
Oh yeah.
You don't just want to. Oh, here, by the way, here's a new character. Find out what he does. What if he has pants on? Surely he does.
I do.
How you doing, Kunal? What up, man? You waited so long as an Estella main, trying to be in at tier 0. I'll be pulling for Estella. I saw Kunal asking about her. Her talent tree is actually really solid as well. I like Estella. She's not like, I mean, movement-wise, she's not the best, but hey, listen, when we did Great Hunt, we used 6 Estellas on that second encounter in one phase. First try. So, Estella is, her talent tree is definitely worth upgrading. Like, the time on your illusions goes up. You get like the additional damage, as well as you get like the corruption and stuff. I don't know. I personally think her talent tree is worth it. And like you also, they sacrifice on tier 2 Kunal, which is, I think is cool, which I don't have, so I want her tier 2. I'm gonna try to get her. I don't think I'm gonna get her to tier 6, because I want to get Jaren, but I'm at least gonna get her to tier 2 just for that sacrifice ability. But she is definitely a character worth getting tier 6. Oh, also, yeah. This is something else. Yeah. Speaking of getting new characters early, the Chinese server got it early, and people were watching on like, what is it called, Billy or something? Is the platform? That's how desperate people are to see information on a new character early. Is they're going on that, and like they were translating screenshots.
Wow.
Just to figure out, like, that's how desperate people are for information on the character.
Yeah.
Is that they're translating stuff and just doing anything they can to get some information before they officially drop.
Man.
Yeah, you saw them on. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people did. So clearly, people want to see this stuff early. I think that has been figured out today for sure. And I think it's a big opportunity for them to. And I'm not trying to be like, give me early access so I could get views. I honestly think that giving people early access to make videos on only helps. Yeah, of course, Kunal. Sorry, I wasn't trying to ignore you. I swear. You were sending clips and screen. Yeah, no, a lot of people were. Exactly. We are starving out here. 100%.
T1 Hellhest or T1 Estella debate requested? Oh boy.
All right. This is me. Hellhest sucks, man.
Really?
No, I'm biased.
Oh.
Hellhest #1 hater. She's the best character. I'm not gonna argue that.
Oh.
I hate Hellhest, man.
Wow. I used to be right where you were with the bows, man. The bows were terrible.
No. I'm not gonna argue that she is S tier. She's best of the best. I just have always been Hellhest #1 hater. That's all. It's like a meme in our stream. That's all.
I will tell you that I want to tell you something. So all week when they introduced Legendary Campaign Plus, all week people were saying the only way to get sub 3 minutes was T6 units. So the very last day, I defied the odds. I went in with a T1 Hellhest because that's all I've got. And I went through, did the little thing that they were doing for the skipping or whatever. I was able to get sub 3 minutes right at 2:59. World's first T1 no ascension sub 3 minutes. That was such a, like, I felt so special about that one. I didn't think I was going to get it, man, because I don't have a T6 after I didn't pull for that.
And you got it done still, even without the tier 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it on Swan Way.
We'll do it. The White Tiger demands it.
We gotta see. No out of bounds either. You gotta do it all legit.
We'll get it done. We're gonna make that happen today, guys. The White Tiger.
The campaign is now. You Loki might be able to do it. We're talking about how fusion rifles need a buff desperately. They absolutely do.
Yes, 15% minimum.
Mm-hmm.
When you've got Paratha doing more DPS and killing ads way faster than the toaster, there's an issue.
Yeah, that's the same way as me, Methodos. I don't find Hellhest fun to play, but the damage she does is insane. Those salvo stacks are disgusting. They are. And also that's why like Effort Eat is that's the closest thing. And Effort Eat is so fun to play. I think they cook with Effort Eat. What's your favorite character? It's Caper, right? Or has it changed?
No, right now I've got to say it's Caber, man. Caber is really amazing. I love the guy. I love the unit. I
I know
don't
you're
know.
expanse climbing with him.
Yeah, he was number one Florida. Took over number one Florida. Was server wide 32. I think like 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
And I don't know. He's just been a joy to play, man. Because I was still in like I didn't like Hail Hest train, and then I went and built African Egg, and that's just kind of like changed my view on Hail Hest. But I think right now it's still Caper, man. I've been working on his ascension with the new pack system that they introduced with the Vindication or whatever,
Yep.
and it's been amazing. Caper has been like my number one played.
Yeah, I used him on the Great Hunt final boss actually, just to blind everything.
Oh wow.
And I actually put out like I had the most damage on the boss too with him. He's like, and I didn't think he was gonna cook on damage. I was specifically just using him because we were at the point where we just kept getting so many glitches that
Wow.
I was like, all right, we're not. Let me just blind everything so we don't even wipe to losing revives anymore.
Man.
And eventually we just grinded it out. I don't know why we had such bad luck with the bugs. Like you could legit go back. I think the VODs are still on my YouTube. You could go back and watch and see how many bugs we had. We were wiping to bugs pretty much 95% of the time on that final boss. But he made it really easy. Just bro, being able to blind so many enemies with him,
Man.
especially when they were running the orb for those scions too.
Yes, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was really really clutch. So. Oh my, yeah. So what also happened? A crazy bug in that. Yeah. So I was somehow on my sparrow. Remember when you get pulled into like the tentacles and you have to like move and jump over them?
Yeah.
You're in like that tunnel.
Yeah.
I was on my sparrow in there
What?
somehow. Yeah, and I couldn't do anything.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like I was I legit probably had the most bugs out of anyone. I was in the trenches. I almost like completely uninstalled like Moo Player and everything.
Oh my god, this guy.
No. Just to like get everything to hopefully work. I thought it was something completely on my end. I reset my internet multiple times. I did whatever I could to like make sure it wasn't something like on my end. But it was just, I don't know, so many bugs
Wow.
were happening to me. It was
I
so.
don't think I've ever had that one happen yet.
Yeah, no, it was being on the Sparrow in that tunnel was absolutely hilarious. It's funny to laugh at now, but when it was happening, I was crashing out. I was losing my mind.
Man.
And I don't usually rage like that, and I was in like hardcore raging, you know what I mean? But I was like, bro, NetEase, please, how is this happening to me?
Man.
But yeah, I forgot about that agile. That was tragic, man. Did you leaderboard push for that one? Did you try to get a better time?
I'm trying to think. I think my team and I went back through because we already knew the mechanics because we cleared first and then we already knew all the mechanics. So we went back through and redid it for like a better time. But we didn't really. Rave, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we really pushed it after that second run. I went straight into helps after that.
You can respect that. Remember waking up at 3 a.m. and I was that was agile. That was when we won phase, but it didn't give us the one phase. So we did the mechanics again. We got to the second damage phase. We went to go do damage, and it was immune the whole time, and then it wiped us. Yep. Talked about that earlier. That's when that happened.
Man.
Yep. Yeah, first encounter was like really easy. That one we got first encounter done. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a quick one. Then we got the second encounter.
That's where things really changed.
And second encounter, I was trying to stun the boss. I'm like, wait, how many shots is this gonna take? I was using Jaren for a while, but then they fixed it, and we just 6 Estella, 1 phase. I'll be honest, I do find their raid events a lot of fun. As buggy as they are, as much as I hated the last one because of the bugs, in the end, I do like they are the activities I find the most fun.
Oh yeah, I agree.
For sure, I really hope that they do another one, and that is the Leviathan. Just because, bro, they have the Leviathan in the game right now. There's no way that they have that whole area where you can just go there right now, and you just can't. There's no way, right? I can't be the only one that thinks that. Everyone agrees that surely we're getting the Leviathan, right?
We have to. I mean, why would you port this entire environment over?
Right? Yeah. Why is the whole raid entrance there?
I talked about this in one of my preseason 4 videos. If you look at the maintenance notice they put out for the to season 4, if you look closely, they actually show the dogs encounter in there.
Do they?
Yeah, they show it in there. I covered that. Look at these screenshots I sent you. That was back when they were, so when we covered the Leviathans coming back leaks that they were coming out with, that was the main screen, and that was the dogs encounter.
Oh, let me show this real quick. Let me pull this up. Oh my god, I never even saw this. What?
You can see the temple in the middle.
Yeah, I do, homie.
Wait, is this even the right screenshot? Let's see.
Yeah, that is the dogs encounter. Because you see like the rocks and the platforms up top. And like the trees in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah. If you guys look, I'll show it here real quick. So yeah, that is the dogs encounter from the Leviathan. You have the trees in the middle. You have the rocks and all that. It's like the middle area where you go and hide. That is dogs. Let me zoom in a little bit too. Probably. It's a little blurry because it's like a screenshot, but you could see it there. That is the dogs encounter. I wonder if maybe they just like leaked it early. Like maybe that was their plan for season 5.
But it's a possibility then, because they did have the Leviathan name in there.
Yeah. They have the Leviathan challenge out too, and they just auto-completed that instead. So like they low-key might have just like, or maybe they intended to drop it this season, but they delayed it potentially.
Man, Leviathan.
No, I've never seen this either. No, I had no clue. I completely missed that.
Yeah, that's when Raven and them were coming into my chat. There was a whole bunch of people. They were just linking stuff from the Chinese server into mine. I was going through looking at it. I mean, and I saw this one. I'm like, this is the dogs encounter. There's no way. And we pulled up a photo side by side of the D2 dogs encounter, and it was like a spit image.
That is. Yep. That is That's crazy. So, listen, folks, it could happen. They already have it in there. Why wouldn't they? How do you feel, Brandon? What do you think?
Man, I feel if we just take just a couple of these ideas, even if we don't even bring all the activities we talked about, we just get a console PC port, just a console port at the very least, just open it up to more people, drop the device limitation. I think money's gonna come up. Just start even with promoting characters. We don't need these, other engine sci-fi trailers. Just like we talked, just show the little simple stuff, start building it up, posting it, and I think it's like the little stuff we can start doing that will, you give people hope, people will spend. You don't give them hope, they won't spend. And that's where I'm at. And if we start doing that, and if they listen to anything here, if they just start doing that at the very least, I'm telling you, we'll do really well.
Yeah, I think we made a lot of good points. Hopefully they take a couple.
Yeah.
But we can only hope.
Only hope.
That's all we can do. I think that's that's a good.
It's a good segment.
Covered about everything. Yeah, I think. Is there anything else you have in mind, or?
No, that's it. I think I literally have covered everything I wanted to. This has been fun, and I can't wait to get this up, and we got to do this again for season 5 and just keep the regular talks like this going. And I think it's so healthy for the game.
How long have you been recording? Like 3 hours? How long has it been?
Right now it's right at 3. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's some stuff you could trim out of there.
Yeah, I'll listen to it as I'm playing, and we'll cut some stuff out.
Kind of got yapping for a while, but I mean it was all good.
Yeah, this has definitely been fun. And we'll do this, guys. We're gonna keep doing this. I want Triggs here. We're gonna do this again for season 5. You guys know I do it every season, and obviously I don't think we'll do this long, but
for having me on as well. Yeah, it's a good time. Everyone kept asking for a collab.
Yes.
For the past couple weeks, so
yes,
to set something up.
I'm glad we got this.
Could run some raid stuff or some prestige stuff.
Even some day ones. If you want to do some day ones, I'm here. I'm ready. I don't think I'll do the world's first stuff, but I'm day one.
I just like to get the animated emblem.
Yeah,
that's all I want.
I would love to do it.
Hopefully, Methodos. Hopefully, the next one we do, man, we get some good news, or maybe the next big like developer post or whatever. We'll sit down and and chat about it or something. I'd be down for that too.
Most definitely.
Hopefully, when we get some more news on the next season,
yes,
we can do another one.
Yes.
I'd be down.
And we'll make it for shorter for you guys too.
Yeah,
we'll make it shorter.
A little too long for sure. I definitely got yapping a bit for it, but we'll put a timer, make it like an hour for the next one.
Yes.
That way for the video, it's not. You just have to go through and trim out because we did repeat a good amount of stuff too, but because we were reading the chat, for a good portion of it too. But yeah, I think it's a good podcast, man. Thank you for having me on, Brandon.
Thank you, Triggs.
Rest of your evening and everybody watching. Make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe. And hey, we'll see you in the next one.
See you guys in the next one.